What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everyone who support the platform. Much love, much love, much love. If you are here and you can hear me clearly, please drop your ones in the chat. Please drop your ones in the chat. Drop your ones in your chat if you can hear me loud and clear. Drop your ones in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. Let me know if y'all can hear me loud and clear out there, y'all. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly out there, y'all. Shout out to everyone that's in the building. Make sure y'all put y'all ones in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Okay, let me get a couple of more ones, y'all. Let me get a couple of more. Get a couple of more ones, y'all. So we're gonna get into it today. Okay. I see you guys can hear me. That's what's up. Salute to y'all. Y'all give me 1 second. We are back right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm y'all host, DS1 Ross, of course. Man, shout out to everyone that's in the building right now. Salute to everyone that is in the building. Shout out, man. Shout out to all the visionaries, man. Salute to all of my lovely lady moms that always come through and hold it down. We got another great show lined up for you guys today. We got to have this conversation, man. So let's see who's in the building. Let's shout everyone out. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the way in. Hit the like button on the way in. Hit the like button on the way in, y'all. Hit the like button on the way in because we're going to talk about this today. We're going to talk about this today, man. Shout out to my man Mark in the building. What up, Mark? Peace to you, bro. Jay from Philly in the building. What's good, Jay? Shout out to Gemini in the building. He says salute listening at work. Shout out to Gemini 605. Hey, Miss L'Oreal. Shout out to Miss L'Oreal in the building. One of my lovely lady mods that always come through and hold it down. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to Big Dice in the building. What's good, Big Dice? Salute to you, man. Miss Magic. What's up, Miss Magic? How you doing? Shout out to the cynical one in the building. What's good, cynical? Peace to the God, Seth's son in the building. Peace, peace. Shout out to my man Zuma in the building. Bro says he finally made it in on time. Shout out to you, Zuma. Appreciate you. Shout out to Running Warrior in the building. Peace, peace, fam. Salute to you. So what's cooking today? Oh, we gonna have this conversation today, Running Warrior. Shout out to my man DMW Shots in the building. What up, Shots? Salute, salute. Salute. Shout out to my man Club in the building. What up, Club? Salute, salute. Shout out to my man Corey Love in the building. What's good, my guy? Salute to you, my brother. Salute, man. I appreciate your support. He says, cook, fam, because we need the whole story. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about this, man. We are going to talk about this. Yes, sir. Big Brooklyn in the building. Shout out to everyone that's in the building, man. Y'all see the show. Y'all see the title. Y'all see the title. Make sure y'all answer the poll if you're in the building. Make sure if you're coming in, answer the poll. Shout out to everyone that's coming in on a vertical feed. Tap your screens twice if you're coming in the vertical feed. Double tap your screens. I didn't know something was happening with Ray J. Haven't heard his name in a while. Oh yeah. Flame God says I saw a black brother in another stream saying we were close to reparations under Kamala. But shout out to everyone that's in the building. Shout out to everyone, man. Y'all see the show. Y'all see the show. Make sure y'all go subscribe to my brother Corey Love TV. Go subscribe to Corey Love TV because he definitely spoke on this. Make sure y'all go and follow my brother Corey Love TV because he definitely spoke on this. Great perspective as always, man. Go support the bro. Hey, Miss Camille, good to see you, love. Good to see you. Shout out to you. Good to see you in the building. I appreciate your support. One of my lovely lady mods that always come through and hold it down. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Shout out to you. Dice says Ray J a Crip and he really outside. I met him in California in 99. Oh, for real? I didn't know that. What up? Shout out to the Shy in the building, Steve Lawson. Shout out to Chicago, man. But y'all see the show. We're going to have the conversation today from another perspective because we're going to get to the video. We're going to get to the video on what's going on with Ray J and what he said about Pastor Jamal Bryant. What is going on with Ray J? As y'all know, if y'all are a supporter of this channel, we just did a show about Ray J. And when he got into the issue with Diddy's sons, who remembers that show? Where he spoke on what happened between him and Diddy's sons. So lately, you know, to the young lady that came in the building and said she hasn't heard his name in a while, Ray J is a hot topic right now. Ray J has, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Ray J is the new Orlando Brown. Ray J is the new Orlando Brown. This dude has went crazy. Ever since he sat down with Orlando Brown, Ray J he's a different dude. I'm gonna say he's been acting like a different dude because as we played on the previous Ray J show, he's not he's very familiar. let me say that because we're gonna keep it clean, right? Diddy's in prison. The monk, Diddy's in prison. But Ray J is he's very familiar with using certain terminology that isn't the vernacular of a so-called straight man. You know, Ray J has a history of blurting out obscene things that he would like to do to other men. Okay? So Ray J has been on a tirade. He's been on a tirade. Corey says facts. Orlando imported his spirit on Ray J in that interview. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So we're gonna get into this video. Let's get into the video, right? Because I know that's what y'all came here to see. Y'all came here to see the video. So let's get into this video. Let's see what Ray J has to say to Pastor Jamal Bryant. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use. Shout out. Man, y'all go subscribe to All Urban Central. All Urban Central. A lot of us content creators use their content for context purposes. So shout out to All Urban Central. Y'all get over there and support All Urban Central. Shout out to them. But let's get into this video. Let's hear what Ray J has to say, because that's why y'all here, right? Y'all are here for Ray J. So let's hear what Ray J has to say. Let's see what he has to say.
Got nothing but love for Pastor Bryant. Shout out to Jamal Bryant. Shout out to Von Alvarez. But if y'all play that interview, somebody getting snatched off the pulpit. Don't play the interview. It's not clear. It was out of bounds. Me and Pastor Bryant need to talk because the way I was treated was dirty and illegal. And I don't like it. And I don't want nobody to play that interview. I don't care if you from the church or not. Like be respectful and do people right. Don't call people out their name and don't make people feel like they're not safe in a place where they thought they were safe. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now, we need to work it out. Because if we don't, that's going to be a problem. It's just tried to shoot me and tried to kill me. And you want me to apologize? You.
So I was thinking of something that you could have done to help yourself earlier, which started off with changing your name.
Okay. You got some names, like some options.
Well, one of the things I thought about was Raja.
Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Hold up, y'all. Shout out to everyone that's in the building. If you double tap y'all screens, if y'all are coming in the vertical feed, salute to everyone in the building, right? Notice what Nikki just said to him. I think you should change your name to Raja. He needs to change his name to Raja. But here is what I want to point out about that clip that we just saw, right? What's up, New York Nikki? How you doing? Shout out to New York Nikki in the building. Right? Here's what I wanted to point out. Ray J said, because this is why I came up with this title. Ray J specifically said, right? He needs to take down that video, right? Because he was disrespected, called out of his name, and he didn't feel safe in a place where people should go and feel safe. Now, no, that's facts. Nikki knows something. She knows a lot too. She knows a lot. Right. When I heard that initially, I was like, okay, well, what does he mean by he wasn't feeling safe? What does he mean by he was called out of his name? What happened during that interview? That's what the people want to know. Ray J. Pastor Jamal Bryant. What happened? What happened? And something tumultuous had to happen for Ray J to not want the interview to come out. Why doesn't he want an interview to come out that he done with a pastor? Ray J. I'm ready to start calling him Raja already, Corey. But I'm not gonna violate, right? I'm gonna keep it clean. Ray J. What happened? Why aren't you telling us what happened instead of threatening this man to be snatched out of the pulpit? What was said, Ray J? What happened? What really happened at Pastor Jamal Bryant's church to cause the drama with Ray J? Why is Ray J beefing with a pastor now? Now, remember, y'all, he was just beefing with Diddy's sons. And he told Diddy's sons that he will butt F them the same way he told Fabulous 15 years ago. Make sure y'all go and check out that show. One of my mods that's in the chat, please go and get the stream that I did about Ray J. The last stream I did about Ray J, and drop that link in the chat. Everybody needs to go and watch that show. Because in that show, I showed and played the clip of Ray J threatening to do something very awful to Fabulous. This is the same thing, or these activities. He just threatened Diddy's sons with. So now, after this incident, Ray J, you're threatening a pastor? You're threatening a pastor. Why, Ray J? Now, in that show, right? And I'm waiting for one of my mods to go and get that show and drop it in the chat. Right? In that show, I also played the conversation he had with Nikki on Instagram. And Nikki was asking him questions about God. She asked him about discernment. She asked him, who is his God? Who does he believe in? What does he believe in? And Ray J basically said that he believes God is everything. See, this is why we got to talk about this. Because Pastor Jamal Bryant is a pastor of a mega church. Just like Mr. Let me pause, because y'all know what I call Mr. Jakes. But I'm trying to watch my language. I'm working on my profanity, y'all. Trying to work on my profanity. So Mr. T.D. Jakes is also a mega church pastor, just like Pastor Jamal Bryant. So Ray J, what happened? Tell us what happened during the podcast. You don't have to tell us what you didn't want us to see, but at least tell us what happened. Because we just heard you denouncing who God is, not understanding what discernment is, right? You said a whole lot of antichrist stuff, Ray J. So what happened when you went to sit down with this pastor? What happened for you to say, not for you to just say, but for you to come on the internet and threaten this man to not put out the interview? Shout out to Corey Love TV. Salute, my brother. Appreciate that super chat, man. Make sure y'all support today's show with a like and share the show, man. Like and share the show. What up, Luxury Pick? Salute. Shout out to Miss Rain and Woman in the building. Good to see you. Good to see you. Another one of my lovely lady mods that always come through and do what she do. Shout out to Miss Rain and Woman. We 3 for 3 today. We 3 for 3 today on the lovely lady mods. New York Nikki says that part. That's what we want to know, right, New York Nikki? That's what we want to know. What happened? Did y'all get into an argument? What happened? Was it a disagreement? What up, 22? I see you in the building. What happened? We need to know what happened. What's up, Brownie? Brownie says Ray J been tied since the Kardashians tried to play him. But what is he tired of, Brownie? We need to know. We need to know. Come get your brother, Brandy. Oh, Ray J's out of control now. Ray J's out of control now, Cynical, because he's actually bigger than Brandy. He's actually bigger than Brandy now. But let's get back to the video real quick. Let's finish watching the rest of this video. Matter of fact, for the ones that's just coming in, I'm going to restart the video. If you just coming in, double tap y'all screens. Double tap y'all screens, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Share the show, y'all. Share the show. Share the show. Share today's show. Let's get back to the video. I started the video for everyone who just came in. Let's get to it.
Got nothing but love for Pastor Bryant. Shout out to Jamal Bryant. Shout out to Von Alvarez. But if y'all play that interview, somebody getting snatched off the pulpit. Don't play the interview. It's not clear. It was out of bounds. Me and Pastor Bryant need to talk because the way I was treated was dirty and illegal. And I don't like it. And I don't want nobody to play that interview. I don't care if you from the church or not. Like be respectful and do people right. Don't call people out their name and don't make people feel like they're not safe in a place where they thought they were safe.
Now, here is why we need more information, Ray J. How, or excuse me, why wasn't you feeling safe around Pastor Jamal Bryant? As a grown man, not a child. You're not a child, Ray. You're 40 years old, Ray. What happened? You're saying you was disrespected? You was called out of your name? What were you called? Who called you that? What happened? Because see, I know y'all probably like, well, DS1, why does this matter for today's show? Because it shows some of the stuff that is secretly going on within these churches. See, this interaction between Pastor Jamal Bryant and Ray J, and what Ray J is saying is not something that is far-fetched in today's time when it comes to these churches. The secret or hidden hatred that some people have for these pastors. And it all ain't all the time. It don't got nothing to do with nobody hating on them. There's some people who have been hurt in these churches, especially these mega churches. We heard of the Eddie Longs. We know what Eddie Long did to those boys for years. Ray J, what are you trying to say, brother? What are you hinting at? Because I remember you told Nikki that you stopped messing with the church a long time ago. You told Nicki Minaj that you hated church since you was a little boy. And Nikki asked you, why did you hate church, Ray? You said because you never had time to hang with the homies. Make sure y'all go and watch. Thank you, Raina Woman, for posting the link in the chat. Click that link that Raina Woman post. That is the show with Ray J and the Nicki Minaj interview. Go back and watch that. Because if you go back and you listen to their conversation, it's going to give you some context to why Ray J is so angry at a pastor. See, Ray, let me tell you something, Ray J. Let me tell you what the people is going to figure out. We're going to find out your secrets, Ray J. This is why Nikki was telling you to just come on out the closet. Ray, tell the truth, Ray. Because, bro, this right here sounds like something's been going on for a long time with you, Ray. And it sounds like it may have started in church. The person who may have hurt you, Ray, come on now. The person who may have hurt you, the first person who may have hurt you was probably when you used to go to church, Ray. That's why you don't even want to subscribe to God. Right, Ray? You a Capricorn, Ray. I know how you think, bro. You are deeply hurt. Your hurt is deep-rooted, Ray. And that hurt has hardened your heart, Ray. And it has turned you into someone else, Ray J. When I first saw this, y'all, I said something happened to this dude that he's afraid to ever bring up. Something happened to Ray J, man. Let's watch this again. If y'all are just coming in, hit the like button, double tap y'all screens. Something happened to this man. Something happened to him. Look in his eyes. He not high either. This is sober Ray J. Right here when he's talking, what I'm getting ready to play, he's not high. He's not high.
Got nothing but love for Pastor Bryant. Shout out to Jamal Bryant. Shout out to Von Alvarez. But if y'all play that interview, somebody getting snatched off the pulpit. Don't play the interview. It's not clear. It was out of bounds. Me and Pastor Bryant need to talk because the way I was treated was dirty and illegal. And I don't like it. And I don't want nobody to play that interview. I don't care if you from the church or not. Like be respectful and do people right. Don't call people out their name and don't make people feel like they're not safe in a place where they thought they were safe. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now, we need to work it out. Because if we don't, that's going to be a problem. It's just tried to shoot me and tried to kill me. And you want me to apologize? You.
What happened, Ray? Shout out to my comrade in the building. That's what I'm saying, bro. What? That's what I'm saying. What do you mean, Ray J? What do you mean? Cheryl Thomas says, with the past of the church, they probably raped him and never told nobody. He told somebody and they didn't believe him. That could be true. That can be true. Yes, it did. The pastor of the church probably, right. Ray J, he kept it in, or if he told somebody, they didn't believe him. That's possible, Cheryl Thomas. That's very possible here. What's up, Taylor? How you doing? Taylor says people have legitimate gripes with these pastors. If you want to know where the deviants frequent at, it's church. What happened, Ray? This is why today's show is named what it's named. What really happened at Pastor Jamal Bryant's church that caused the drama with Ray J? What happened during the interview? Now, Let's finish playing this video, and then we're going to get to some other videos because we want to bring context to this. Let's get back to it, y'all. Double tap y'all screens if y'all are just coming in. Salute to everyone that's in the building.
So I was thinking of something that you could have done to help yourself earlier, which started off with changing your name.
Okay. You got some names, like some options.
Well, one of the things I thought about was Raja. You know, because it's nobody that would ever feel sexy saying Ray.
What about taking off the J?
Did you hear what I just said?
Oh yeah, no, you did. You did.
Or are you not? Or
I was just so thrown off the Raja. I was just like, you know, but you know, it's growing on me. Growing.
well, hopefully that's not the only thing growing on you.
Sure. No, I'm growing every day. I'm growing every day.
Yo, what is up? I just got the news. I'm going to be hosting the 5th annual.
Okay. Shout out to everyone in the building. Shout out to everyone in the building. Double tap y'all screens if y'all are just coming in. Shout out to my brother, the Book of Ronan. Appreciate that super chat, bro. He said, call me crazy. Yet someone in the pulpit might have already stirred his chili. And it might, and it made it wide left. Moist Mafia Wars. That's what it sounds like, bro. I think that's what he's alluding to. And shout out to you again, bro, for that super chat. Shout out to Self University in the building. But I think that is why Ray, and if you go and check out the last show that I did with Ray J and Nikki, he was so anti what Nikki was saying. You see? And we also know about Pastor Jamal Bryant's messy pastorship. It's not about talking about this man's life. See, what we have to understand here is when you are a leader, a public figure, right? Like a pastor, like a reverend, when men assume these positions, right? What we have to understand, men, is that we're always under the watch of other people. And people are always looking for something to critique. You see? A lot of these people like to say, oh, why do people talk about this? Why do people bring this stuff up? It's because these are people who are in leadership positions. These are people in leadership positions. And we know, because we've done shows over here about Pastor Jamal Bryant and his messy pastorship. Just like Mr. T.D. Jakes. You see? And see, a lot of times people think when they're being criticized that is always something negative. Sometimes criticism is another way to remind you to pay attention to what you're doing. Or pay attention to the shit you haven't been doing or haven't done. See, in today's world, everybody is hyper emotional. Everybody's walking around on edge. And this is why it's hard for people to understand each other and understand what's going on. You see? We want to know what happened, Ray J. Because at the end of the day, Ray, we've been seeing you crashing out lately. You just been crashing out. And with a man like Pastor Jamal Bryant, who's supposed to be a spiritual leader, right? We need to talk about this because we're in a time now in the world where men quarreling over things should be the last thing we should be focused on. We should not be walking around looking to quarrel with each other, especially men, especially the men who assume the position of leadership. Because all men are not leaders. All men are not called to lead. You see? So we don't have time to be quarreling, especially a guy with your responsibility, Pastor Jamal Bryant. You're a pastor. You are in charge of hundreds of people. Hundreds of people are counting on you and your leadership to be effective. This is why a lot of people run away from church today. Because the leadership is not effective. The leadership isn't truly speaking to people's problems. The leaders are lying. The leaders are living the same lives, if not worse, than the people in the goddamn pews. You got pastors, people in the pulpit participating in more ritualistic sex than a person who ain't even saved. And this is not just in the church. This is across all religions. It's in all religions. All the goddamn religious institutions is freaked out. Everybody's a goddamn freak. Everybody's a freak. And trying to justify their ritualistic sexual desires. This is the problem. And the men in the church that are not participating in this, they don't want to call it out. Because they're afraid people gonna run out the church. Because they know it's people in the church still having ritualistic sex. What is ritualistic sex, DS1? Sex rituals, having threesomes. That's ritualistic sex. This is ritualistic sexual acts. Grape is a ritualistic sexual act. Molestation is a ritualistic sexual act. And this is what I think happened to Ray J. Yes, orgies. These are sex rituals. These are sex rituals that conjures up demons. Anal sex is ritualistic sex. Gay sex is ritualistic sex. You are interacting in a sex ritual that conjures up demons, and these demons attach themselves to you. They attach themselves to you, and then they become your guide. See, you no longer guide yourself. You are now led by this spirit. See, this is what a lot of people don't want to talk about, because this is the reason for a lot of people's depression, unhappiness, because they created this stuff participating in ritualistic sex. This is what's going on with Ray J. This is what Ray J just almost admitted in the video we just watched. Ray J was getting ready to tell you what happened to him. Because remember, Ray J was a church boy. So why would you attack a pastor if you don't look at him as an enemy? If you don't look at him as something other than what people know him as? See, we got to talk about this. See, people think you shouldn't talk about this. No, you're supposed to. Especially men. We supposed to speak against corruption and call it out and fight corruption. We're not supposed to let it sit around and don't say nothing about it, because then that means you're complicit. See that? See that? God commands us to do this, to call it out, to tell the world that it's wrong. Not, oh, well, you could just do whatever. That's not what men who are leaders are called to do. If you are a leader, you are commanded to call out corruption and negativity and wrong. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to be quiet about it. No. And if you die, then that's what you're supposed to do. But see, a lot of people look at life different. A lot of people look at life as something that we just here to enjoy. No, we're here to learn while we on earth. We're here to learn. There's a journey. There's things we have to accomplish. We're not put here just to live and then die. No. No. And as men, we need to find that purpose as men. What is the calling for your life? What is your true purpose? Outside of being a husband, outside of being a father. Why did God allow you to come to earth? That's your purpose. Why were you given the name you were given? Why do you act the way you act? Why do you feel the way you feel? Why you are the way that you are? Why you stand out amongst all your friends? Huh? See, as men, that's what we need to be on a search for. Not running the streets looking for hoes. But continue to search on where we need to be, where we need to be going, where we need to be headed. You see? This is the problem with men. This is the problem that us men have. We're purposeless. We're purposeless. See? Because your purpose is what they're going to say about you when you die. What type of person you was. Who have you impacted in life? Have you actually made an impact on the world and people? And in what way was that impact? Was it good or was it bad? You see, we need to start talking about why men don't want to go to church. Don't keep telling us we need to be in church. Oh, you need to do this. Why we not there? Let's talk about that. See, are you men really ready to have a real conversation? A lot of y'all aren't because y'all are not willing to be transparent. Y'all want to sit here and bullshit each other. This is why men aren't in church by the droves. Because the men who are leaders there are lying to the men. And the men know this. So guess what men do? Go ahead, baby. I see you when you get back from church. You could go and listen to a lying ass nigga. I'm not. Yeah, well, let's talk about it. Why men are not in the church? Why? Because of poor leadership. The men who sit there as leaders have failed the men, have lied to the men, have stole from the men, who've tried to sleep with these men's wives, who's tried to sleep with these men's daughters, nieces, cousins, sometimes even their nephews. That's why men ain't in the church. But see, these men won't get up there and say that. They're going to get up there and make it about something else. Oh, men work too much. That don't mean nothing. You're not speaking to us and who we supposed to be or strive to be as men. That's why we ain't in church. You're not talking to us. You just talking. You ain't got no direction, but you a leader. But the men can't see where you leading us to. So why am I follow you? I don't see where you leading us to, bruh. Where we going? Oh, don't worry about it. Just follow me. Nigga, where we going? Don't just tell me to follow you. Where we going? You need to make that clear for men. For men. For men to trust you as a man and as our leader. First thing we need to know, is this an honest man? Is this man honest and transparent? Or is this just some bullshit nigga who up here using this shit as his job? And the men who are in the pulpit, you have to prove this to us. Stop walking on your fucking high ground. Like you ain't got to explain nothing to us. Yes, you do. Because that's part of being a leader. You ain't nobody parent. The men need to know. Because it needs to be said by you to us. Y'all want the church to get right, right? Y'all want the church, the mosque, all of that to get right, right? Then guess who need to get it right? The men. The men who are in charge. Get down off your high horse, nigga. We know your cologne is $300 a bottle. Relax. Where we going? We know you wear Creed Aventus, Pastor. Okay? We know you wear Bond number 9. We know you wear Baccarat 540. But besides that, Pastor, can you tell us the goddamn truth for a minute? Because we need to know, because Ray J just said out of his mouth that he don't feel safe around a pastor. When that's part of your job. That's part of you being a leader, to make people feel safe. So what is going on with you, Jamal Bryant? We've been seeing, you've been trying to clean it up, brother. But you a whole mess, homie. You a whole mess. Now we need to know what is going on with you and this dude, Ray J. What is going on behind the scenes? This man just came out and said that y'all threatened his life. What is going on? What's up, Mother J? How you doing? Shout out to Miss Country Girl Queena in the building. One of my lovely lady moms that always come through and hold it down. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, Queena. We 4 for 4 today, I think. I think we 4 for 4 today. Shout out to the lovely lady mods. What's up, Mashonda? How you doing? Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Good to see you. Shout out to my man, Hubert. Salute, Hubert. Salute, my brother. He says, man, we're designed to fulfill God's purpose. He equipped every man with these 6 skills/gifts: a visionary, a teacher, a leader, a cultivator, a provider, and a protector. Shout out to my brother Hubert, man. I appreciate you, bro. Salute. And I totally agree with that. Totally agree with that. Totally agree with that. Totally agree. But let's get to this article so we can see what was Jamal Bryant's response to what's going on with him and Ray J. He responded. So let's get to the response. Salute to everyone that's in the building. Double tap y'all screens. Double tap y'all screens if y'all are in the vertical feed. Double tap y'all screens. Welcome to all the new supporters. Welcome to Sheep Stay Sleep TV, man. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. This is from Vibe Magazine. It says Pastor Jamal Bryant responds to Ray J's threats and accusations over recorded interview. Pastor Jamal Bryant has responded to Ray J, who publicly went off on him following an unreleased interview between the two. According to the singer and serial entrepreneur, he doesn't want the sit down aired because it wasn't cleared. The One Wish singer even threatened to snatch somebody off the pulpit if the interview sees the light of day. In response, Bryant took to his Instagram with a post defending his podcast's integrity and still offering positive words about Ray J. I was so grateful to recently interview one of the few mavericks of this generation, Ray J, who has become more impactful in many different fields, he wrote. It was surprising and disheartening to wake up to unfounded threats and baseless accusations directed at me. As part of our commitment to honest dialogue, we ensured that specific comments with potential legal ramifications were edited out of the interview to safeguard the best interests of our brother beloved. No, y'all edited that shit out because y'all learned from what happened with Piers Morgan and Jaguar Wright. So that is what he had to say. But let's continue to read it right here. Our Jamal Bryant podcast mission is to foster authentic and constructive conversations with thought leaders, and this episode was no exception. We are a live tape production that ordinarily makes no edits. However, in the spirit of brotherhood, it was nixed with the agreement that no other adjustments would be made as the Jamal Bryant podcast, let's be clear, endeavors to be earnest and transparent on every episode. Though private agreements have now been brought into the public eye, I refuse to be embroiled in a battle that demeans our community and all that I stand for. I love my brother unconditionally, and I stand on my agreed promise. Grace and peace to you all. So, based on what he said, he basically said that he told Ray J that they will make some edits, but he was still putting the interview out. He also stated that that was their actual deal. Hey, Scorpio, how you doing? Right? He said that they agreed that certain things will be edited out because we saw what happened with Jaguar Wright and Piers Morgan. So I guess Ray J probably said some things he shouldn't have said, because we do know that Ray J can't be seen in public sober, right? So he probably said some things that he didn't want to come out. So Pastor Jamal Bryant said, okay, we'll do some editing, but we're still going to put the interview out. Ray J doesn't want the interview to come out at all. So what was this dude saying? What was being said? Shout out to King Ra in the building. What did Ray J do this time? Yo, bro, he threatened to snatch a pastor out of the pulpit. Pastor Jamal Bryant. Shout out to my man King Ra. What up, Cutthroat? Salute. Did he pay for the interview? No, he didn't pay for it. Nope. He didn't pay for it. Didn't pay for it at all. But again, let me say this. Based on the statement that Pastor Jamal Bryant made, I respect him for that. I respect him for handling it the way he's choosing to handle it. Because at the end of the day, I believe he's starting to understand how much his public image matters. A lot of people who are pastors and who are reverends and stuff like that, they don't like public attention. They don't like for the public to be able to speak on what they say or whatever come out about what they do. But at the end of the day, what these men have to remember, these men and women, let me not exclude the women, me not exclude y'all, right? The men and the women, what a lot of them don't understand is being a pastor, right, is a title or a form of leadership. You are a leader. And when you are a leader, you cannot lead from the back. No diddy. But you cannot lead the flock from the back. So all of this, you don't want the spotlight on you, and you don't want nobody talking about you, and then you ain't meant to lead. You can't accept scrutiny. You can't accept being judged. Then you're not fit to lead. You're not fit to be a pastor. You're not fit to lead in no facet of life, because all leaders are judged. And this is something that I just had to learn. This is something that I just had to learn, y'all. Leaders are also expected to bear the brunt of everyone else. When you are a leader, people look for you to have a level of tolerance with people. You have to be able, you have to have a level of resilience. You have to know how to be hurt, how to get hurt, and get back up. Because that's what they're looking for. They're looking for that resilience. Can he stand his ground with all these arrows getting thrown at him and shot at him? Could he still stand his ground? Could he still be the leader, that effective leader for us, no matter what the world is saying about him? That's part of leadership, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, that's part of leadership. You can't lead and not be scrutinized. Okay? Don't expect people not to talk about you. You a leader. They're going to always talk about you. You know why? Because you're something they can't be. And that's something that that I'm learning to accept. That when people see you as something that they can never be, they expect you to be able to deal with a level of bullshit. They're expecting you to be able to deal with it. That's why they throw it all at you. That's why they throw it at you like that. Because they expect you to take it. This nigga a leader. I know he could take it. Because if I was him, I wouldn't be able to. I would have quit a long time ago. So nah, nigga, you got to deal with it. Shout out to Miss Classy Creole in the building. We are 5 for 5 today on a lovely lady mods. Shout out to you, Miss Classy Creole. Shout out to all my lovely lady mods in attendance today. Salute to everyone, man. Double tap y'all screens if y'all are in the vertical feed. Double tap y'all screen. Shout out to my man Cutthroat for that super sticker. Shout out to you, bro. But let's get back. Let's get back to this article. Let's get back to the article. Bryant also clarified that the mission of the Jamal Bryant podcast is to foster authentic and constructive conversations with thought leaders, and this episode was no exception. We are a live tape production that ordinarily makes no edits, he added. However, in the spirit of brotherhood, It was nixed with the agreement that no other adjustments would be made as the Jamal Bryant podcast. Let's be clear. Endeavors to be earnest and transparent on every episode. Pastor Bryant concluded with, I refuse to be embroiled in a battle that demeans our community and all that I stand for. I love my brother unconditionally, and I stand on my agreed promise. Ray J blasted Bryant and his team on Tuesday, November 12th, urging him not to play their interview or else. I got nothing but love for Pastor Bryant. He began before adding, don't play the interview. It's not cleared. It's out of bounds. Me and Pastor Bryant need to talk because the way I was treated was dirty and illegal. And I don't like it. And I don't want nobody to play that effing interview. I don't care if you're from the church or not. He went on. Be respectful and do people right. Don't call people out their name. Don't make people feel like they're not safe in a place that they thought they were safe. I'm telling you right now, we need to work it out, because if we don't, it's going to be a problem. So what were you actually called, Ray J? That's what we want to know. What were you actually called? What's up, Kari? How you doing? Shout out to Kari D. Kari says, so Jamal's whoring around isn't demeaning enough. What were you called, Ray J? You said you was called out of your name. What were you called? You said you didn't feel safe. What were you called, Ray J? Pastor Jamal Bryant considers you a brother. Why are you threatening this man? What happened? Tell us what happened, Ray. As of publication, Pastor Bryant and Ray J's interview has not aired. Take a look at their remarks above and below. So that was the interview we just saw, right? But they didn't air the interview. So what actually happened? Do y'all want my opinion on what I think happened? Do y'all want me to post, not post, but give y'all my opinion on what I think happened? Post a video, Pastor Bryant. Right. We need that. We need to see what happened, Corey. But Corey, me and you both know that these pastors move different. They move different. They got a whole, team. A lot of them have publicists, they have a whole team. So we want to know, though, Pastor Bryant, why haven't you aired the interview? Here's why I believe he's not going to air the interview. Because I believe they got into the discussion of homosexuality. I believe, this is just my belief. I'm not saying that this happened, but I believe what happened was Pastor Jamal Bryant brought up, because y'all remember, what did we learn from the Nikki and the Ray J Instagram Live? What did we learn about Ray J? Ray J. What did we learn? we learned that Ray J created a gagency. This is what we found out, Running Warrior. This is what we found out. We found out that Ray J, along with two other guys, right, created the gagency. So I believe Pastor Jamal Bryant brought that up. And he started asking some questions to Ray J. Some questions that Ray J probably thought was personal. And he didn't feel comfortable with Pastor Jamal Bryant asking him this. This is just what I believe. Because I'm looking at how Ray J responded. He responded hyper emotional and threatening with violence. That sounds like a child who was violated. Ray J was acting like a child who was violated by somebody they know and saw them. And he had an episode. Again, this is why I want y'all to go back and watch the show with Nikki and Ray J on Instagram. Miss Raining Woman posted it in the chat. One of my lovely lady moms, can y'all post that link again? Because that conversation that he had with Nikki, right? You're going to see that when Nikki started bringing up God and bringing up the church, Ray J immediately started to get defensive. He started to get defensive. When Nikki brought up God, he began to get defensive. Yes, he flipped out. Yes, he did, Queena. Why, Ray? Why, when you're asked about church, when you're asked about God, why do you react that way? And then for you to be in the presence of a man who runs a church, of a man who says he believes in God, why are you acting like that, Ray? Why are you telling us you didn't feel safe around a godly man? Why did you tell us you were disrespected in the presence of a godly man? Is there something else you're not telling us, Ray? Because see, let's just be real here, y'all. Over here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV, we've been called Pastor Jamal Bryant a mook. We don't hold no punches over here. We've been said that Pastor Jamal Bryant is a power bottom. Look at his face. Go and pull some pictures up of Jamal Bryant. Go and watch some of the old videos with him sitting in the goddamn pulpit blaspheming God, talking about Jesus was pro-choice. Blaspheming God. Pastor Jamal Bryant. We don't hold no punches over here. We don't. For what? See, because to do that is to suppress the truth. And when you suppress the truth, guess what you do in return? You oppress people. Lies oppress people, not the truth. That is why, as leaders, you're supposed to call it out. We don't care who get offended. Because lies are meant to oppress the people. That's what lies are for. That's what they use lies to do, to oppress you. To make you think you're powerless. To make you think you don't have no other choice but to do what they say. You see that shit? All of that starts from you believing a lie and a liar. That's what this stuff come from, y'all. Why you think they say the devil is a lie? Why you think they say that? He's the author of confusion. He's the father of lies, deception. You see? But people that sit here and say, we shouldn't call it out. We should just let it be. That ain't what God told us to do. That's what you think, because you scared. If you scared, get a dog, nigga. If you scared to speak up against injustice and corruption, go get a dog. They got pit bulls. They got cane corsos. They got Siberian huskies. Go get you a dog since you scared. Since you scared to say something. But you ain't scared to tell a person who telling the truth they need to shut up. But you scared to confront the liar. You see how wicked it is out here? People want to suppress the truth and elevate lies. So the people who tell the truth, oh nigga, you need to shut up. Oh nigga, why you care so much? But the liar, you want to listen to him. What? What you said? Oh, clap that tea. Oh, clap that tea. What you said? What happened? Y'all don't notice that in society today? Man, nobody want to hear that shit. And then go and be immersed in lies and just be having so much fun, because ignorance is what? Bliss. So you got people who want to purposely stay ignorant and stay in the dark because that's where they like to play, in the dark. Right, Ray J? That's where you've been getting played with at, Ray J, and you trying to slowly bring it to light. We know you've been getting on them interviews, talking about Diddy. That's why you don't want it aired. Right, Ray? Right, Ray? You've been getting on these interviews saying shit about Diddy and them Diddy parties. Why you think LeBron ass is quiet now? Because LeBron done became a meme, running his mouth. Ain't nothing like a Diddy party. A Diddy party. Ain't nothing like a Diddy party. A Diddy party. Now he's a meme. That's why all these niggas quiet. Rick Ross, quiet. All these niggas that used to get on Instagram and talk and crack jokes and do good morning motivation, ever since Diddy been in jail, them niggas been quiet. Where you at, TD Jakes? TD Jakes been running from cameras. TD Jakes don't even want to be seen. Let's talk about it. Ever since Diddy been to jail, y'all don't notice that? These niggas don't want to talk. You know who been doing all the talking? Ray J. That's who been doing all the talking. Ray J. Ray J been running his mouth, getting on these podcasts, getting on these shows, high off that oil, because he part of Team Glide. He high off that oil. He high off that oil, and he getting on these podcasts telling the truth about what really happened. Then when the podcast is over and he watching the playback on what they just recorded, he then spazzes out because he don't know what he said. He high. He don't know what he started saying. He probably done went right, Classy Creole. He done went in there and told Pastor Jamal Bryant, he done asked him, did he want to join Team Glide with him and Diddy? This is what's going on, y'all. People see what's starting to happen is these drugs that they've been using to suppress themselves, the drugs is starting to do the adverse effect. So instead of the drugs keeping them sedated so they don't talk, the drugs is not working no more. So the drugs is making them talk. It's making them say stuff. This is what's happening with Ray J. Why do y'all think his sons wanted to beat Ray J up when they saw him? Because Ray J was on another show that didn't air, and he was saying shit about Diddy. If you go back to Ray J, I think it was a Vlad interview that he just did not too long ago. I'm not sure if it was Vlad, but it was a big platform. And they asked him about Diddy. And he started saying a little too much. Ray, because Ray, what we found out, Ray, right here on SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV, we went and found when you was a teenager taking pictures with Diddy. Am I lying, visionaries? Am I lying, visionaries? Or did we find the pictures with young Ray J when he was Raymond? We talking about Moesha days, Ray J, in pictures with Diddy. We showed it. Young Ray J. Before Sexy Can I? Before that, we showed the pictures right here on SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. Young Ray J with Diddy. Young Chris Brown with Diddy. Who else we saw with Diddy? Mos Def. Young Mos Def. Diddy had all them boys when they were young. They got the pictures. Didn't we see the pictures with him and young Justin Bieber? Him and Aaron Carter? We show it over here. We don't do no capping. We showed the pictures with when he's with them while they were minors. Yeah. He had Aaron Carter when he was like 10. Remember his little boy group, B5? They were minors. They were minors. Ray J was a minor. Chris Brown was a minor. Usher was a minor. Did he love little boys? He loved them. So Ray J, are you telling us that Pastor Jamal Bryant loves little boys too? Is that what you're trying to tell us, Ray? Huh? Why you got so much malice against church leadership? What happened to you, Ray? Don't say it while you're high, brother. Come out and tell the truth, man. What them people do to you, bro? Because it's coming out slowly but surely. It's coming out. Because he's acting out. He's acting out. He's acting out as if something like that happened to him. I know that behavior. I know that rebellious behavior. F everything my parents taught me. I'm running away from home. I'm not going to be like none of them. I know what that's like. I know what that spirit is. What happened, Ray? What happened? And I'm not, listen, y'all, I'm not trying to be funny. Ray J is acting like the little girl who ran away from home because she was getting touched, because she was getting raped. So she ran away from home and ran away from everything that her parents represent. That's what it looked like you did, Ray. That's what it looked like you did, Ray J. You ran away and you denounced God so you could start the agency. What happened to you, Ray? What happened, bro? That's why Nikki was telling him, just tell the truth, Ray J. Set yourself free. Yes, he has daddy issues, Cutthroat. Because whatever happened to him, Cutthroat, his daddy wasn't there to protect him. His daddy wasn't there to protect him. Or how about this, Cutthroat? He never felt protected by his dad. That's why he have a problem with men who are in leadership positions. See this? Now, I'm not saying this is 100% true. This is just what I think, based on my observation and based off what I know outside of the situation. I've saw young girls act like this. This is the behavior of the teenage girl or the girl in her late teens. This is how Ray J is acting. I'm not saying that, Go Dogs. Shout out to Go Dogs. I'm not saying that, Go Dogs. I'm not saying that. That's just my perspective. What up, young Reyes? Go Dog says his parents were/are active in the church. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. You said I'm on point. Like I said, bro, I'm not saying it like it's a fact, but this is what I came to based on my observation. And this is why I titled today's show what I titled it. Because at the end of the day, Pastor Jamal Bryant and his church has been the center for a lot of BS. So Ray J, why don't you just come out and tell the truth, bro? Tell the truth, man. Tell the truth. Because by you going around and creating the agency and doing all the stuff that you doing, you know, producing whole trans reality shows, and it's nothing wrong with any of that you doing, Ray. But all that tells some of us guys, not all of us, but some of us, that this is your way of expressing you being gay. Okay? This is just our opinion. That all the stuff that you're doing is a cover-up for who you really are, who your community knows you to be, but you're afraid to walk in that as a person. You're afraid to be who you know you are, Ray. And this is not a system or a government problem like the people of that community like to make it out to be. No, you have a personal problem. Because if the world never accepts you, why does it matter if you accept you? If you accept the fact as a man you want to sleep with other men, why should I accept it for you to feel good about yourself? That's on you. Just tell the truth, Ray J. Tell the truth, man. Because guess what, Ray? It's probably hundreds, if not thousands, of other little black boys or black men who are now black boys who are now men who feel the same like you, Ray. Who feel just like you, Ray. Who haven't even gotten out of that situation, gotten away from the predator. Some of these men are still suffering to this day, Ray, just like you. And you can help these brothers. Not help them with their sexual identity, but help them get over what happened to them. Because a person's sexual identity is their choice. That's your choice. That has nothing to do with society, has nothing to do with none of that. It has something to do with you and you accepting you for the way that you are. Don't go around the world and go around in society and want to label everybody else, but you don't want to label. Come on, Ray. I don't know no straight man who will create a agency. And as I told y'all before on this channel, right? Double tap y'all screens if y'all are just coming in the building. One of my favorite cousins that I grew up with is gay. He gay. Do I look at him different? Do I love him any less? No. Because what he chooses to identify as has nothing to do with him being my family. You see? And we don't know the story of why he became that way. I don't love him no less. So Ray J, you can help heal a lot of men by coming out and telling the truth. You can help heal a lot of men, Ray. Because let's just be honest, Ray. You a down low man. Come on, Ray J. We ain't gotta listen. Let's just have a real conversation. You are a DL man. There is a DL epidemic. And guess where a lot of it's at? In the church. That's where a lot of that's where a lot of this stuff in the black community, a lot of these boys who've been turned out, they got turned out in there. Ray, why you don't want these people to go to jail, Ray, for hurting you? Why you don't want them to go to jail, Ray? They hurt you, man. Why you don't want Diddy in jail? You just like Hassan Campbell. Instead of you becoming an advocate, you become a heel. You become a bad guy. You become the one who begins to promote this shit. Why you don't want to see him in jail? Huh, Ray? Why you still think it's okay for people to hurt you, Ray, and for them to get away with it, Ray? You a 40-year-old man. You still letting people hurt you and get away with it? It's been happening to you since you was a kid, Ray. When you gonna defend yourself? When are you gonna defend yourself? When are you gonna show the agency that you're their leader? By standing up and being an advocate. Because you also can help the guys that's in your agency have some sort of peace in their life. Because they watch their leader tell the truth about what happened to him. And then begin to watch him walk in the truth. Not in his truth, in the truth. What is the truth? The truth is you're a gay man, Ray J. So live your life as a gay man. That's who you are. That's who you are, bro. Come on, man. That's why I wanted to do today's show, man. I know we went deep today, but I had to. We had to go here today. Because there's a lot of guys out here like Ray J, man. Right, Terry Crews was a victim. That's a fact. What up, Jimmy P? The church leaders turned these boys out and put them out for being, yeah. Facts, Kari. Facts. That's why I was asking what actually happened. Because Ray J said he was called out of his name and he was made to look some type of way. Come on, man. We know what that means. But no matter what you identify as, and this is even for you, Pastor Jamal Bryant. No matter what you want to identify as, understand that you have the responsibility to the people as a leader. And if you know you're not capable to lead, just go sit down. There's a lot of pastors who have went and sat down because they know they don't have the strength, they don't have the resilience, they don't have the charisma, they don't have certain things to lead people effectively. This is what a lot of these preachers know. They know they ain't built like that. They know that they weaker than the people sitting in the pews. They can't fast. They don't have no discipline. They still fighting lust, fighting greed, fighting wrath, fighting envy, sloth. That's why you're seeing a lot of mega preachers sitting down. This is why you see a lot of them sitting down. You see why T.D. Jakes went and sat down? Mr. Thomas. That's a horrible name to have for the shit you've been doing, Thomas. Why you think old Thomas then went and sat down? Why you think when Eddie Long got exposed, what'd he do? He went and sat down and died. Why? These men know who they are. These men know who they are. See, the problem, the reason why this shit continues to go on in the church, I'm going to tell y'all why. I'm going to tell y'all why. Because y'all don't want the men to get these men out of there. This is why these weak pastors, they surround themselves with women and they pander to women because these are the people who keep them in the pulpit. And that's why the shenanigans continue to exist in the church house. Because it's not ran by men. The men are just sitting back, relaxing. The men are not speaking up. The men are not taking their positions. They're not even willing to take them. So these men surround themselves with all feminine energy, and he's their leader, so they do what he tell them to do. So when he fuck up, they cover it up. See, if it was men around him, you gotta go sit down, buddy. You get caught with a man in a hotel room. You think you gonna come in here and preach on Sunday? No, you not, nigga. No, you not, says us, the men of the church. You got caught with a man last night. You ain't preaching this Sunday or the next one or the 10 following Sundays, nigga. You got some work to do before you could get your ass back up here and preach God's word. You got caught with a man. What you talking about? But if the women are in charge, you know what they're going to say? Oh, we just got to forgive. We got to let the Lord do it. And then he sit his nasty ass back up in the pulpit. And then the men sit there and just be talking under their breath. Man, that's why I don't like this church. Man, that's why I don't get my tithes. That's why that's why I don't do no offering. I ain't giving my money to that nigga. This what niggas do in the pulpit instead of standing up and speaking against it. Instead of standing up and speaking against it. Niggas sit down and mumble under their breath. Man, that's why I don't come to church now. Because you scared to be heard. I'm talking to the men. Ain't no way you get caught at a Diddy party, you gonna come back and preach in this church. Are you crazy? Says the men. What you talking about? What you talking about, nigga? You don't get to come up here and teach nothing. But when the men sit back, oh, well, Pastor got it. This how niggas do now. Right, Corey? This how niggas do. Oh, Pastor got it. Oh, Pastor know. Nigga, you don't know what the pastor know. What do you know? Can you speak up for yourself? Oh, well, it's whatever, because, you know, at the end of the day, pastor in charge. Pastor's in charge, so ain't no big eyes and little U's in the kingdom of God. Shout out to the real men of God who speak up. They don't like us, Corey. You know what they told me, Corey? I'm gonna tell you what a pastor told me. Tell you what he told me. He was right in this space. Y'all know who he is. Don't put his name in the chat because he probably watching in the clouds. Don't put his name in the chat. He was an old sponsor of mine. Charlatan. You know what he told me, Corey? DS1, you fucking up the money. Yeah. That's what I was told. Whenever you speak against corruption, whenever you speak against spiritual wickedness amongst brotherhoods, you know what they told me? You fucking up the money, DS1. That's what they told me, Corey. You fucking up the money. So you know what that told me, bro? These niggas will kill me for telling the truth. These niggas will kill you for telling the truth, bro. I never knew or never truly understood how powerful the truth was. I realized that these niggas will take your life, man. Damn, what? Hold up, bro. Are you serious, bro? He said, man, that's the same thing I was told. What? Bro, that shit just gave me the chills, bro. I got chills going all around my head right now, all over here and down my spine, bro. I got chills right now. I got chills right now, bro. They'll take your life, bro. They'll take your life, bro. And you know what else I realized? You got to be ready to die for shit like that. You got to be ready for it. Especially in today's time. Especially in today's time, bro. It's dangerous out here. You know, sometimes I'm told that maybe one day I need to walk away from this. You don't need to do this. You could go and do something else. Don't let this get you killed. I heard that before. But I can't help who I am. See, look, I don't have no, there's no notes. There's no notes. I don't have any notes. There's no teleprompters. This is coming from me. But shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate everyone for pulling up. What's up, John? John says, God did not permit you to die without giving him glory. You speak up and fear not. Shout out to you, John. Stand up for something or you'll fall for anything. Choosy says, yeah, all religions are failing. Is religion failing or is people failing? Think about that, Choosy. Think about that. You ain't got to put an answer in the chat. Think about that, though. Is religion failing? Is God failing? Or are people failing? Because this what people like to do. People forget that it's people who run the church. It's people who run the mosque. It's people who run the cathedral. These are people doing this shit. This ain't got nothing to do with God. Nothing. Nothing. Choosy says God ain't failing. Exactly. The people are. The people are. That's what we afraid to say. Because if we was to tell ourselves that, guess what else we telling ourselves? That we got some work to do. And that's what people don't want to hear. They don't want to hear what they got to do no more. I want to just do what I want to do. All right, do what you want. Ignorance is bliss. Do it. But don't blame nobody for your life being miserable. Don't blame nobody because you're by yourself, because you're selfish. You're selfish. And you wonder why you always end up by yourself. Because you want everything to yourself. That's why you by yourself. But y'all like to say this types of stuff and try to make this stuff these new doctrines to follow. Oh, it's good to be selfish. Who told you that? You told yourself that because you've given ungrateful people. So you just tired of giving. That's why you saying it's good to be selfish. Is it really good to be selfish? Really? Is it really? This is why we need proper leadership. This is why we need proper leadership. Full transparency. We don't need no more lying ass leaders. You want to lie? Stay in your house. Don't assume no position of leadership where you are in control of the lives of hundreds of people. Don't assume that position. You know what you could do? Just go on back to work, go on back to your regular job, and be your mediocre self. And see, whether y'all know it or not, this is what's going on in a lot of churches. A lot of pastors are walking off. Look it up, especially these mega churches. These pastors are walking away. You know why? And I've done a show about it where a pastor admitted, and he knew, he said, I know I'm going to hell. He admitted it in the article that I read on the show. I know I've been lying to God's people. I know I've been misleading God's people for the past 20 years. He said that in the article. He said it. See, over here, Choosy, we don't play no games, Choosy. We did that show. That was a couple of months ago. Queena. When I did the show about mega preachers and mega pastors. Yeah. Where he said why he was stepping down. Because he knew he'd been lying. For the past 20 years, he just been lying. These men know what they've done. They know where they're going. So you still want to follow them? Do you still want to follow them? Or when you know that the person who's supposed to lead you is corrupt, you want to keep being quiet about it. So he can continue to ruin other people's lives. This is what's going on with Ray J. Ray J don't want to tell, right? Because he's afraid of the judgment he's going to receive. But he's not thinking about all the other little boys that got tormented the way he did. He's not thinking about all the other boys who was hurt like he was. You see, this is the purpose for having leadership. You're not a leader if you're not willing to protect. You have to protect. Ray, you got to protect those gay men that you're in charge of, Ray. And this is just my opinion, Ray. This is just my opinion. Those men will feel a lot safer if you was to come on out the closet. Just come on out the closet, Ray. Come on out the closet and tell us your story and tell us what them people was doing to you, man. Tell us. We not gonna clown you, bro. Because guess what, Ray? Guess what black men know, Ray? We know you got violated, bro. Yeah, we may call you a zest monster. Yeah, we may crack our little jokes, but we know you got violated, Ray. And we not going to laugh at that. We not laughing at that. We know you got violated, Ray. Tell the truth, man. Tell the truth. But I understand. You've took an oath of secrecy. You've taken an oath of secrecy. It's a secret society. All we ask is trust. What is that trust that Jay-Z was talking about? Can they trust you not to say what you saw? You don't get invited to the Diddy party unless they trust you to never mention what you saw. This is what Ray is fighting against within himself, because he want to tell the truth. He want to tell what happened to him. But he has sworn in a blood oath. This is a blood oath of secrecy. Of secrecy. And I think we need to start going into this a little more about these oaths that's taken. And who are these oaths attached to? See, we already know who Jay-Z prays to. Lucifer. That's why he did the song. Lucifer, son of the morning. He was telling you that that's who he praises. That's who he pays homage to. Lucifer. And he loves Lucifer because his role model was Aleister Crowley. And Aleister Crowley paid homage to Lucifer, the light bearer. Lucifer. So y'all see how it's all connected? That's why Jay-Z did that song, because that's who he believes, that's who his God is. Lucifer, son of the morning. And let me tell y'all this too. There's a kingdom. Excuse me. Kingdoms of demons. So when you hear me say demons with an S, understand it's plural for a reason. Lucifer is not the only demon. There's a lot of demons. It's a whole kingdom of demons. And then you have different demonic kingdoms. Like there is a demonic water kingdom with water spirits. That's who the females in the industry submit to. Your sexy reds, your Suki Hanas, all that 304, that lotto shit, that's water spirits. Yin and Ya. Oshun. Water. Water spirits. The marine kingdom. Demons. Mermaids. These are demons. That's in the deep of the sea. Because you know at the bottom of the ocean is fire. Did you know that? Did you know the deeper you go underwater, there's fire? Did you know that? The marine kingdom, look them up. This is why I tell my homegirls, stop making altars to these demons. That's why your life's still fucked up. That's why you still ain't found that man, because you blocking your blessings, creating altars, going around looking like these demons with the wet baby hairs and all. That's all demonic shit. Those are demons. Look it up. Don't take my word for it. Don't get mad at me. Look it up. Look up the marine kingdom. The truth about mermaids. Mermaids are demons. Look them up. Look it up. Don't get mad at me. I know what I'm talking about. You look it up and you find the truth for yourself. Go find the truth for yourself. Under the sea. Under the sea. Remember the Little Mermaid? There's a whole kingdom under the sea. Under the sea. Y'all don't pay attention to what y'all watch. Oh, it's just a cartoon. They telling you about a whole demonic kingdom. Under the sea. Right in our face since we was children. The Little Mermaid. The Little Mermaid. Right in your face. Right in your face. That's the marine kingdom. And the Little Mermaid, that was one of the kingdoms in the marine kingdom. Mermaids. Demons. They got us to think that they were toys, and it was fiction, and it was animation, like trolls. Trolls. Smurfs. Fairies. The fairy kingdom. Demons. Demons. These are air demons. Fairies. Look it up. Look it up. Demons. The fairies. Demon kingdom. Trolls. All of this shit, man. They made us play with the toys. We thinking it's toys. We playing with demons, man. These are demons. And y'all can look this up. You can look it up. It's not hard to find. Shout out to my brother Vanden Van in the building. Appreciate you, my brother. He says, salute, bro. Your live stream's been helping me during hard times, man. Salute to you, Van. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate your support, man. So, Ray, come out and tell us the truth, bro. Come out and tell us the truth, man. We know you got turned out, brother. You got turned out, brother. We know. We know, man. But shout out to everyone for pulling up to today's show. What is my take on Greek mythology? Greek mythology is the story of the Greek gods. Mythology is just the story behind, it's just a story. It's just a story. Mythology helps you put certain aspects into context. So that's my take on it. Greek mythology was actually stolen. So I don't really look up to it like that because it was stolen from the Egyptians. So, but I understand mythology. I understand what it's about. You know. And y'all have to understand the purpose of mythology was because people wasn't writing stuff down yet. People really wasn't writing. The way spiritual principles and things were passed down back then, they were put into story form. Like fairy tales, folklore. Yeah. That's all different spins of mythology. where you can create a story, right? That's a fictional story that can be based on things that actually happen and that have a real life lesson connected to it. That's what mythology is all about. It is to get you immersed into a story, but if you don't know how to find the message and the principles in it, you know when it's a story, it doesn't matter. If you don't understand the lesson of the story. See, a lot of people like to say it's all stories, but they don't know how to explain the story to you. They don't know what happened in the story. They don't know the lesson or the principle behind the story. So you just saying it's a story, it means nothing. And that's what we have to stop doing as people. We got to teach properly. If we're going to say these are stories, show and prove how it's a story, and then give me the lesson, give me the principle, the spiritual principle that's behind the story. Because that is what mythology is about. You see, if you don't get the lesson, if you don't get the principle, if you don't figure out the jewel that's within the story, then guess what you're doing? Horse playing. That's what you're doing. You horse playing. You have no understanding. You lack understanding. You lack discernment. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's what that means. So that is the purpose of mythology. That's the purpose of it all. What up, Danny? Danny says all pagan deities are just renditions of. Yeah, a lot of people say that. A lot of people say that, Danny. A lot of people say that, but I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Because there's proof of so many other gods and goddesses and whatever you want to call it. But see, what I've learned is all of that, all of those pagan deities, those are all demons. Those deities that we start worshiping, those are all demons. All of them. Those are all demons. That's what they are. All those deities are demons. That's what they are. Just look it up. That's what they are. That's what they are. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Of course. Interpretation is always going to be different depending on a person. I agree with that. That's a fact. I used to love mythology when I was younger. Yeah, a lot of people did. A lot of people like Harry Potter. Harry Potter's mythology. A lot of people liked X-Men, Marvel, DC. All of that's mythology. Look at the powers that those people have. You could trace all that stuff back to these deities and these demons with these same powers. It's all demon shit. For real, for real. That's why praying to all of these deities, none of y'all receive no peace in y'all life. How many of y'all got an altar in your house? How many of y'all got an altar in your house, but you never at peace? You got an altar in your house and you still can't go to sleep at night. You wonder why? You wonder why? Who you think keeping you up at night? You think it's you. You think it's you. Insomnia. What's keeping you up? That altar. When you keep feeding them demons and they hang out in your house because you feed them. That's why you always angry. That's why you're always sad. You're always, because you are in direct contact with these demons and you can't even see it. You think you done did some shit to remove stress out of your life. No, you didn't. You added it. You added it. You added it by putting an altar in your room, by going to these witchcraft books and start chanting. And y'all can go and look this stuff up. You'll hear people denounce all of this stuff. People who were actually witches tell you what this stuff do to you. This is the shit that killed Bobby Hemmett. To all you occult lovers, because I used to be a lover of the occult. You know why I was a lover of the occult? You know why I like to look up demons and all that type of shit? Because there's a demon attached to my zodiac sign. I'm a Capricorn. What is the demon attached to Capricorn? It's called the Baphomet. It's called the Baphomet. That is what the zodiac is a representation of. Demons from different kingdoms. Look it up. The god of the underworld, Baron Samedi. That's Capricorn. Remember Papa Shango in wrestling? That's Baron Samedi. That's Capricorn. The Sabbatic goat, Baphomet. Don't play with me. I know this shit. I know this shit. That's why you need to get away from all that zodiac shit. It's demonic. It's demonic. If you are Cancer, you are connected to the marine kingdom. If you are Pisces, you're connected to the marine kingdom. Water gods. Come on now. Stay away from that stuff, man. God is nowhere in that. God ain't in no goddamn candle. He ain't in no candle. Scorpio, water sign. Yeah, marine kingdom. Go and study the planet that's ruled by, that Saturn is ruled by. It's ruled by Pluto. Pluto in the occult, that planet represents death. Pluto, look it up. Scorpios, astrology lovers, look it up. Look it up. Yeah, you could light a candle. You could burn a candle. Anybody could burn a candle. What's your intention behind burning a candle? See, that's what magic is. It's all about the intentions. So just because you see candles lit in church, that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't solidify that candle magic is not wrong. It is. Because it's the intention behind why you lighting the candle. It's the shit you say to the candle before you light it. I know all of this shit. I know what, Taylor, I know all of this shit, sis. I was an occult nigga for a long time. I watched all Bobby Hemmett shit. Phil Valentine. I was into all of that. I wore Ankhs. I read the Egyptian Book of the Dead. I went to lectures. I know about this stuff. I'm going to be honest. I know more about the devil than God. I ain't going to sit here and lie to y'all. I know more about the devil than God. I sure do. I know way more about the devil. Way more. Way more. Way more. Way more. And that's most people. That's most people. But I actually went and researched shit. You know why I did that? Because I wanted to know why things are the way that they are. See, when you study the occult, that's when you learn that all of this shit is spiritual. And that's when you begin to understand spirits. And you won't say that a spirit ain't real. Because if you understand energy never dies, it only translates, then how the fuck a spirit ain't real? What is the spirit? Energy. You see? Ray J is fighting demons, man. And I think in more than one way, Ray J is letting us know who are the demons that's in his life. He's starting to point them out, y'all. Diddy's one of them. Somebody in the church hurt Ray J. It's a demon that hurt him in the church world. Diddy hurt him. Who else? We don't know who else he done slept with in the industry. You see? So this shit is a lot deeper than what people think. And it's very psychological. This stuff is psychology. It's very psychological. Because I'm going to tell you what these demons play off of. They play off how you feel about yourself. They play off how you feel about yourself. And the lower you feel about yourself, the more demons will attack you. Depression, insecurity, that is a rest haven for demons. A person who's insecure, a person who's hyper emotional, a person who has anger issues. This is where demons like to rest. A rest haven. It's a rest haven. It's a rest haven. Oh, you a liar? Oh, I'll show you how to be a great liar. Oh, you a thief? I'll show you how to steal and never get caught. Go back to the DMX song. Damien. Go back to the song Damien. I need a friend like you. I mean, his name is Damien. He said he wants to be my friend. He's my friend to the end. Remember Chucky? I'm your friend till the end. That's a demon. He's a friend to the end, meaning he's your friend until he kills you or gets you to self-delete. I'm your friend to the end. Chucky. That's a demon. He's going to control and guide you till the end of your life. You want to play? It's a choice. It's a choice. You want to play? Remember Chucky? He used to ask you, do you want to play? It's a choice. Nobody forced you to go make an altar and start believing in demons. You chose it. You were very curious about it. Curiosity does what? Kills the cat. You just kept wondering about it. You was attracted to it. Damien of the Omen and the daughter Delilah of the Omen Part 4. Yeah, Damien. DMX. That's why he named those songs Damien. But shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. People worshiping fairies. Oh, yeah. Because a lot of them cynical, a lot of us, I'm not even going to say a lot of them, because I don't want them to feel like I'm just pointing at them. But a lot of people in general, we worship things that attracts us. See, you got to see. This is why some people, when they depicted the devil, they like to say that the devil is handsome. He had a beautiful voice. Temptation. Tempt you, things that tempt you. So we see things that we like, especially as children. We see things we like and we want to be that. Oh, I wish I was a Power Ranger. Oh, I wish I was Wolverine. I wish I was Spider-Man. I wish I was a fairy. I wish I was a Barbie. That's all that is, man. It is crazy, L'Oreal, because when you actually start to think about it, you begin to start looking at everything around you. You begin to start understanding that this is a vicious cycle. This is what you begin to realize. I don't know any fairies other than Tinkerbell, because that's the cartoon you saw. There's a whole fairy kingdom. You can look it up. Actually, they had a fairy movie. You didn't see that movie, Taylor? What was the name of that movie back in the day? Was it Fern Gully? It was a movie that came out in the 90s, Taylor, that was about fairies. Was it Fern Gully? Correct me if I'm wrong. But there was a Disney movie that was made about fairies that came out way before Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell is some new shit. We talking about back in like 95, 96. Tinkerbell came out in the 2000s. I think it was Fern Gully too, Cynical. About fairies, the fairy kingdom, and how powerful these little things are that look like mosquitoes. These little things, they're powerful, they're magical. But shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate everyone for pulling up. Man, shout out to everyone who has financially supported today's show by hitting the super chat or hitting the Cash App. The Cash App is going across the screen. Cash App DS100 Network is where you can support the show on Cash App. Other than that, man, I appreciate everyone for pulling up. Shout out to the lovely lady mods for coming through and holding it down. Salute to all the visionaries. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate everyone for pulling up. I appreciate all the love and the support, man. And I love having a conversation with you guys. So salute to y'all, and we will be back tomorrow, same time, right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Make sure y'all subscribe if y'all enjoying the content. Subscribe, and don't forget, get down in the comment section, y'all. Let me know what y'all think of today's show. DS1 Ross, Sheep Stay Sleep TV. We'll catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.